Welcome to the world of tomorrow. Sorry, just quoting Futurama there. Okay, so welcome everybody, welcome back to the survival challenge. If you stare at this shed door in front of us here, when I say stare, I mean stare and squint at the same time. If you squint your eyes, it looks like a smiley face. Of course, you have to use your imagination a little bit there. Right, so we're going to crack on today. As you can see, canola is getting close to ready. It's just currently in flower, which in this game means getting very close to harvest. Obviously, in real life, if this was the UK, this would be sort of April time when it was in flower. So yeah, we just need to make sure that we have enough fertiliser on both of the fields. I think the other field is actually fully fertilised, which is nice because that's a big field to do. This one is just one step behind. Yeah, that's all good. This one needs to be done. Now, I don't think we're going to be doing any kind of crop destruction, but we will see, because it'll probably destroy everything. The working width of this is so narrow that we'd have to do so many passes that you'd just lose a massive percentage of the field. But at least we have 62% in here, and we do have some more fertiliser, I think, at the store. The stuff which I didn't use before. So to begin with, we're gonna do this fertilizing. I have just checked the option, and actually crop destruction has been switched off the whole time anyway, so I wouldn't really be changing much. Now, in the ideal world, we would not be doing this, because obviously you can't really spread fertilizer like this in a crop so tall. We'd have to go over it with a sprayer, with some liquid fertilizer. I suppose I could actually take a look into the options here and see if that is going to be something we could do, because I know it does look a bit ridiculous. This is working and all that, it's absolutely fine. The end result is going to be identical. It's just what you can see now, it just looks a bit crazy. But when these two fields are ready to harvest, which I'm hoping will be later in this episode, I think we're going to make a lot of money. I really do. And we also need to plant a forest as well. That's something which is on my to-do list. Yeah, so you can see I've just done one pass of the field there. So I haven't really actually looked into sprayers, so everything here is going to be most likely very expensive. Yeah, that's sort of completely out of our price range. I will just check Mod Hub and see if there is something. Right, well, I'm back. I've just taken a look on Mod Hub, and there wasn't a huge selection. Definitely nothing in our price range. But as for Mod Hoster, there was something. A £450 sprayer. Sounds really cheap. I think like a 6 metre working width. Something really impressive anyway. Something good enough for us. And yeah, it's got a 1,000 litre capacity, so we'll see what it's like. Now I'm taking this tractor, this slower tractor, over the other one because this one has the forks on the front, and because it is only a 1,000 litre capacity, I think we will actually be left with 1,000 litres. I'm pretty sure they're 2,000 litres each, those IBCs. So yeah, I need the forks to move it. Unless I've just completely forgotten and it's like 1,000 and I'm just going to be going there for nothing in a very slow tractor. I really don't know how much money we're going to have after harvesting these two fields, but it is going to be very interesting to see where we get to with all of the oilseed which we're going to make, that we're going to produce out of all this. So yeah, I really hope that we can put the money to good use. I really hope there's a lot of money to put to good use. But I feel like we're kind of at the stage now where I could do with a little bit of assistance as to how we should go about the future of the series. What should I do to make it even more successful? Do I just plant more of the same crops? Now obviously I would love to expand, but it is £85,000 for just one new plot of land, which to be fair is quite a bit of land. You do get a fair chunk. Right, so these weren't actually why I was here. These are just here anyway. We'll take them back if we can do it. It's going to be really tough. Right, so the sprayer. Sprayers are just here. That's the one. 18 metre working width. That is crazy. It apparently is too... Well, it requires too much power for this tractor, but that's fine because we have the other tractor if we need it. And yeah, we're going to also buy the fertilizer tank, which is the expensive part, of course, very expensive, £3,200. But I'm hoping it will last for some time. Let's just get some of the weight out of there. We can get a large amount of the weight onto the sprayer's axle. Let's just hope all is compatible. Yeah, it definitely would be better on the Fiat, so it will be going to the Fiat. But I really want to get a new tractor very soon. Whoops. Yes, it won't be very powerful, but it will be an upgrade. I think I might have to come back for those two. Looking at it. That's an impressive lifting capacity there. It's 1 ton pretty much. Very impressive. Okay, well, with an 18-metre working width, it's going to make our fertilising an absolute breeze from now on. In fact, we could even sell the fertiliser spreader, because this is just a massive upgrade. Anyway, yes, I'll see you over there. I can't resist. Let's just see how much of a working width we have. Look at this, 18 metres. Just got to watch for the trees. You wouldn't have thought it would be easy to hit something out here in no man's land, but we'll soon find out. Oh yes, that is impressive. And looking at it, it looks like this tractor is fine. The PTO shaft reaches and everything. Yeah, I don't think there's any problems. We'll see what its travelling speed is when it's working, but yeah, I think it's going to be fine. Right. Now we just need to do the real thing. I also need to get that seeder put away. It's just been left over there currently. It's a really impressive reach for such a small tractor. The pallet is way in front. And the pallet can live just over here. This is actually not our harvesting shed, our combine shed, but it just happens to be here. Right, so let's see how good this is. Now, of course, I have already done a strip, so we don't want to be going too close to the edge. We'll just be overlapping. And I don't have any kind of variable application mod, so it's just as it comes, as difficult as it can be, basically. Not too sure if we can lift it up at all. No, I think it's a set height, but it's still a massive improvement over the fertilizer spreader. So yeah, we're just going to be up and down a few times, then we'll be done. Nice and easy. I suppose now I probably should have the crop destruction on, but it will still destroy a fair amount of crop. I can't make it impossible. Well, that was easy. That took 2 minutes after I stopped talking last time. Yes, I think that is everything done. So my plan, because we do now have the money, is to buy a spade, which sadly does cost £3,000, but I suppose, yeah, you do get all of the compost and stuff with it and all that to grow the trees. So we're going to plant the little forest, hopefully, and then after that, if we do have some time, we can get at least one of these fields harvested. Probably this one here. It's obviously not ready yet, but things grow quite quickly around here. Very quickly. I suppose I should just check the map and make sure I didn't miss nothing. Hopefully I didn't, otherwise I'm about to be made a fool of. Here we go. I had a huge sprayer. It'd be impossible to miss something. Okay, that little dot there, you can argue, was the division between the sprayer and the spreader. As for those, I'm not too sure. That might be because they got missed the first time. Don't see how you could miss just a few specks. Anyway, there we go. So, where should we put the miniature forest? the miniature forest. Yeah, it's actually only 20 trees because we can't really afford any more at the moment, but once we have the spade, we can just keep expanding all the time. So let's just figure out where our boundary is. It looks like it's just somewhere over here. Probably these trees. So we could just fill in the gaps. I know we do still have some stumps, but I don't really have the money to get them out. We don't really need to get them out. I own all this area too. We do already have quite a few trees, but the thing is, if we cut them down, then we're going to have nothing left. So we need to have some growing. They don't just grow overnight, although, as I said, on this farm they might do because we do have the growth rate fairly fast. So, yep, let's get it purchased. It is this just here, £3,400. I mustn't put it somewhere in the way because that's just going to get really annoying. That's wasted. Actually, yeah, we could. That is a good bit of land. I suppose, actually, come to think of it, that is a good bit of land just to cultivate up. We could do. I'll put it here. Hopefully that's not going to be in the way for anything else. Yeah, so the trees are going to have to go over there because that is, well, the forest anyway. This, I am very tempted to do today. Let's just get those trees put in. It's really not going to take very long. We only have a few. Where'd I put my tractor? It's over here. This is my crate. Once we've got those in, there is nothing else to do. Oh yeah, this tractor performed well. Performed very well. We have the machinery. We're not short of the machines, but we're just short of money and land. It's just going to be a case of gradually upgrading the farm as we can afford it. We have another seed pallet there. So yeah, as it turns out, we actually have quite a bit of seed and fertilizer just lying around, which we'll have to use next time. Now this actually goes into this box because then we put it in our sort of backpack rucksack thing. It's a really nice mod. I enjoyed it in 17 as well. Really nice. I think they call it a backpack. Probably not a rucksack. Yeah, I just need to remember how you do this. So yeah, we take it and then we remove 10 saplings. Yeah, so it calls it a backpack. We have the fir trees, so we can do 10 at a time. We'll come back in just a second. I can put that away. I should put these in a fairly sensible place though for felling them. So yeah, I think here. They don't want to be somewhere where it could have been cultivated up for a field. That's the thing. Now, obviously in real life you would be concerned about the distance between them, but in this game it makes no difference, I don't think, to the height of the tree, the quality of the tree. So we'll just keep them all fairly localised. It's hard to see them. I must say, it is really satisfying planting trees. It's even more satisfying if you have the opportunity to watch them grow. And when I say have the opportunity, I mean still be around them in the same area, not like you haven't planted them somewhere and then you move house 100 miles or something. Oh, there could be a tree here somewhere. So we must have run out, I think. We just get them out again. We should have 10 more. There we go. So we'll get them put in the ground as well. I must try and remember to scroll the mouse wheel the other way so that we don't keep opening up a chainsaw. Talking about chainsaws, yes, Chainsaw 100 is doing a series on here as well. Please do check it out. I know that in his first episode, a few people were saying, why are you copying Daggerwin? Nobody's copying Daggerwin. There were a few YouTubers who did this before me. I got the same thing, saying why are you copying so-and-so. This is exactly as the map creator wanted it to be played. It is a survival map, so anybody who does a Let's Play, it's going to have a very similar feel. That's what it is. It's a survival map. But yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on these trees as they grow. We should see them go through their stages. And I don't think it'll be too long before we see the first update when they go to their next growth stage. Okay, so we have just 2 left to put in. I think we are doing okay filling this area. And as soon as we have £1,000 spare again, we'll put some more trees in. Just got to be careful with the money. That's empty, right. Okay. So I think that was really worthwhile. Tell me you can see that smiley face. It's smiling at me. I guess it approves. Right then. Into the field. We shall get the cultivator and we shall create field number 3. We actually do have another area as well. Oh, sorry, plough. Oh, I just flipped the plough over. Okay, the plough has been rescued. As I was saying, we do have another area which can be cultivated as well. It could be turned into the other field. We could join it onto the big field, or we could just create a separate field, which is, I think, is probably what we'll do, because then we can have different crops going at the same time. Yes, this can have allow create fields, that's good. The plough would take some time. So, without getting too close to the water, let's get this turned into a field. Of course, I want to get close enough to make it worthwhile. Trying to use every little piece of land. Because if we can't buy more land, we're going to have to make do with what we've got. We do have some huge rocks taking up a fair amount of space. Yeah, it's only going to be a small field, but it is all extra. And it'll be a few £1,000s extra in harvesting, in grain. Oh, hang on, that didn't. They didn't cultivate. I should have. Yeah, I might have to get the mower. I might have to mow them down first, because I do have the real mower mod, which will basically chop down brush. Although it did stop altogether, so maybe that wasn't an area which you could plough.
'Cause I knew from the start this might be overrated. It's so typical, you wanna give it one more try. Even though if your mind is telling you it's all a lie. Oh, I gotta wake up. This might be a breakup. 'Cause I don't believe you when you say that you miss me. 'Cause where are your actions to prove me you're different? When I say I need you and you head the direction that's leading away from me, baby.
Okay, so I'm about to put some soybeans in here, but before we do, we are going to have to get some more fertilizer, because if we do run out, it will stop working, and yeah, I wouldn't want to do it without it anyway. So yeah, we already have some fertilizer up here, and we do have some in the fertilizer spreader, which we can hopefully unload. So if we just go and retrieve those ones, it really is next to nothing, I think, in the bag over at the store, but they need to come back, so we'll go and grab them. Just realised that crop is ready, so we will harvest that once we have drilled the new field. So it's all going very well, and I'm guessing that the big field is ready too. It is. Good. It's my second time today trundling up here, but we'll use the opportunity to refuel the tractor, because we are less than half a tank now. I don't know if it's worth buying another bag of fertilizer. I suppose it is going to be used very soon anyway to drill the other 2 fields again. We'll have a really quick turnaround, and I don't really know what crops to put in. Soybeans and canola just really do stand out, but I think oats as well could be worth it. The issue there is what to do with the straw. It's not really worth much at all. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's just see how much we have in this bag here. Sort of levitating. 150. So, well, it sounds pretty empty, but actually, because of the size of machinery that we've got here, it's not too bad. It's not amazing. Okay, wasn't expecting it to be quite so heavy. It did fine with the IBC. Whoa! Probably the way I'm picking it up, I don't know. We need a rear pallet fork as well. It is possible to get one, it's just, is it worth it? The other thing is a rear weight. Actually, yeah, I don't have a rear weight, do I? That could be worthwhile. I don't think they're expensive. The one for this one is probably like £50 or something. Anyway, there's the fuel. £20, and the rear weight is £120. Not bad. If I can get to it. I should have put it on first. What a transformation. Yeah, I probably should have put those two the other way around so it didn't look like we had a levitating pallet. But yeah, we'll get it back and we'll get it put into the drill. Okay, so here we are. Let's just get that filled up with... I wanted the fertilizer. But we've done the seed as well. And I'm also hoping that when we harvest the furze over there, because we now have the upgraded trailer, a 9,000 litre capacity trailer, we will only have to do one trip to the sell point, so that would be nice. It does take a while. It does take a long time actually to keep going backwards and forwards to the store. Anyway, here we go. Let's get these soybeans in the ground, get them growing. Yeah, I'm really desperate for a four-wheel drive tractor now. This is an area which I never thought I'd be working in today. We need to find every available piece of land and plough it up and put some crops in. It'll be the most productive square or rectangle in the whole of no man's land. Although that's pretty easy to do, I think, because it is just deserted. Right, okay, so it won't take long, but I'll see you in a second. That area in there is the next thing I want to do. That's a waste of land. We need to put a track in as well. In fact, yeah, next time we should be able to put the track in. It really shouldn't cost much money. Yeah, we've spent too much money already this episode. So this is our opportunity to make some money. Let's get this harvest done. And well, next time it'll be an even bigger profit hopefully, because the other field is even bigger. So that is going to be a very welcome bit of money. Put that there. The combine, I think, is quite loud from memory, so I will probably just time lapse the majority of this. It's really loud from third person view, I'm not too sure. I can't remember. Maybe it's not too loud. I did do something wrong last time though. I think you have to unfold the header and yeah, the harvester separately. Otherwise it doesn't come out the back, the chaff doesn't come out the back. Which doesn't really change anything, but it just looks better. Enable swap. Yeah, I was actually just wondering if there was a canola straw mod for 19, because there was for 17 and 15, where you could bale canola straw. Not really worth it on this series, but on some series it is worth doing, where straw is worth much more. Right, so yeah, looking at the rate that it is filling up, we'll probably be emptying when we get back to the trailer after one lap of the headland. So yeah, it should be good. Looking forward to this. See how full we can get the trailer. So far, it looks quite promising.
Oh, I gotta wake up. this might be a breakup. 'Cause I don't believe you when you say that you miss me. 'Cause where are your actions to prove me you're different? When I say you need you and you head the direction that's leading away from me, baby. I don't believe you, no. I don't believe you, no, no. I don't believe you, 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 no, no. 'Cause I don't believe you when you say that you miss me. 'Cause where are your actions to prove me you're different? When I say I need you and you head the directions that's leading away from me, baby. Yeah, yeah.
Well, this is the final piece. I don't think it's all going to fit into the combine. As for the trailer, not too sure. It's going to be close. I love the view off the back, and you can see the pulley rotating. Yeah, it's a really good combine. It's not something which I'll be looking to change soon, because the working width is okay. It works, which is the main thing. So yeah, it's fine. Good machine. Obviously, in the end, we'll change it. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it'll fit, but it's worth a try. I think it is only allowed when we go out of, well, I say cab view. There is no cab. But yeah, I'm pleased that the creator did that. Made it louder in third person view. Okay, yeah, looking good. It is going to fit. And yeah, I think anything which doesn't fit in this trailer, if it doesn't fit, we'll just keep in the combine harvester until next week, because that's when we'll harvest the other field. Same crop type, so there's no point going back to the store for what would probably be about 50 litres. Complete waste of diesel. But hopefully it all fits in. It is looking very full though, I must admit. Oh no, there is a bit of space down the front, should all fit. Brilliant. Absolutely perfect. 86%, so that's 7,809 litres. Canola is the crop type, so what can we get for it? 766, that sounds... It does sound quite good, considering I'm on hard difficulty. Right, I will see you over at the sell point, but that field is one we can tick off the list of things to do, except for, of course, now cultivating it and re-drilling it. What crop shall we put in? Please do let me know down below. So naturally the other field will take longer to harvest, but I don't think it's going to take too long. I really don't. Okay. Let's see that money roll in. Looking good. It just keeps going. £5,984 from that one small field. I think that is good on hard difficulty. Okay, well that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.